welcome to the Upkeep for April 22nd, 2019.
That's right, it's all of the magic news that you need in 10 minutes or less.
And we are live from London in our studio this week. I'm going to use studio in quotation marks because we're recording from our hotel room in London.
That's right, and that's because we are gearing up for the biggest piece of news, which is that the Mythic Championship for the second one this year, Mythic Championship 2, is happening this weekend.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's going to be Modern and War of the Spark draft.
Yes.
So if you want to see that, it's a pre-release draft essentially because it's on pre-release weekend. The players won't have had a lot of time to practice the format, so things could get wild as far as draft is concerned. And then, of course, Modern the rest of the weekend, which is a format that a lot of people really love.
Yes, and people are testing out that new London Mulligan rule this weekend. We're going to see how it's going. They've tried it out on Magic Online the last couple of weeks. Is it going to transfer over to this paper format?
We have to find out how it's going to do it. Is it going to break things? Is it going to be great? Is it going to change anything, or is it going to make things largely the same as they've always been, but fewer mulligans? That mean that you don't have a game.
Yes.
So
or like mulligans that are less of a deciding factor in the outcome of the game.
Right, exactly. So you can tune into all of the action on twitch.tv/magic starting at 9 a.m. British Standard Time on a Friday.
Yeah.
And of course, the top 8 on Sunday.
And don't forget that if you're in London, you can head on down to the Magic Fest this weekend where you too can play War of the Spark Limited. And no matter where you're at, you can always head down to your local game store for the pre-release this weekend and be one of those first players to get your hands on this sweet looking set.
I know, so cool, so cool. So yeah, check that out coming up this weekend. This past weekend, we had a couple of Grand Prix. One was in Japan, which we had trouble finding information about online. And one which was more publicized was Grand Prix Niagara Falls, which was really special because it was a legacy Grand Prix.
Yes, they don't happen all that often, but they usually draw a pretty big crowd.
Yeah, and this was happening on Easter weekend, so a little bit hampered there probably for some people to make it to the tournament, but still really awesome that it was able to happen. And congratulations to the winner, Daniel Gochel with Stoneblade.
Very nice.
In Legacy. We've got a list of the top 8 deck lists here. Sneak and Show made it in, very popular Legacy deck. Death and Taxes, another classic there. 4-color Leovold.
All right.
In the top 8. We have Grixis Delver making it in, Grixis Control in the top 8, Miracles with Gerard Fabiano. I know you like to play Miracles sometimes, Megan. And Stoneblade, of course, which was our winning deck, and another copy of Death and Taxes piloted by Colin Roundtree.
7 different decks in that top 8.
That's pretty cool.
That's super impressive.
Legacy, a format that's alive and well.
Yes.
With some pretty cool decks in the top 8. If you've never tried it out, they can be pretty fun to play, and it's a pretty skill-intensive, challenging format. You've got to play pretty perfectly if you want to win a Legacy game.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations to all of those top 8 players, and once again to Daniel for taking the whole thing down.
Next up, Arena State of the Beta has been released as a periodic check-in from the Arena team, and some upgrades that are going to be coming your way with War of the Spark coming up. So a few minor adjustments. Now if you once the update rolls out, if you hit attack with all, you get the option of either more clearly either targeting the Planeswalker or the player.
Yes.
It's going to be more clear which one you're choosing.
I wonder why that's important. Is it perhaps because we're about to have many
Planeswalkers
to target in our attacks?
It just might be, Megan.
Who knows?
And it's going to be easier to tell if you've already activated your Planeswalker or not this turn. A little upgrade there because I think that'll be handy.
That's really handy. I've certainly passed through a turn before without activating it.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, oh, I can do this, and then I try and do something in my second main with the Walker, and I'm like, nope. I used that during my first main.
And if you have more than one, that could be extra confusing.
Yep. So that's nice. I look forward to that.
And you might be making a lot of zombie armies with War of the Spark, and you're making them bigger with Proliferate or other shenanigans. Well, the art now has 3 different styles for those zombie armies. So kind of tiny baby one, a little bit bigger, and a little bit bigger.
Real beefy zombie?
Real beefy zombie army.
You know, it's been packing a lot of protein along with its brains.
Yes. Brains. You got a new battlefield option as well, so a cosmetic thing there. It's going to be a very more like dark Ravnica look, kind of more rubble.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it is now.
Yes, I'm excited to see more of Ravnica.
And if you want to watch some more of the Spark on Magic Arena, great news. Tomorrow is the streamer early access event.
That's right.
Starting at 7 a.m. Pacific time, which when you're listening to this will be Tuesday. So that's what I mean when I say tomorrow. Or you could be listening to this Monday night, but meaning Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. So check out your favorite streamer. Chances are they're probably streaming War of the Spark as part of this early access event, and you can check it out. And if you can't wait to get your hands on it and play it yourself on Arena, great news, Thursday. War of the Spark on Magic Arena for you to play.
Very, very nice.
I know.
Very nice.
I'm so excited.
And if maybe you're not able to boot up Arena yourself, you don't have the time before you head out to the pre-release this weekend. The Pre-Prerelease, hosted by Loading Ready Run in beautiful Victoria, Canada, happened last weekend with their usual slate of very cool guests facing off against some of the Loading Ready Run crew. And you can go and watch some of that footage to see sort of, hey, what did all of these different players take away from their games? What did they build out of the pools that they were looking at? What did well? What underperformed maybe, or what overperformed?
I'll tell you what overperformed. Pocket bacon.
That's right. Do you want to also be in on the meme of pocket bacon? Well, there's nothing to do but go back and watch those Loading Ready Run pre-release clips.
Yeah, for one, I'm super excited to play some War of the Spark coming out here pretty soon this weekend in preparation for the tournament.
Same.
So Megan and I will be here at Mythic Championship London. If you're around, come say hi to us, please.
Absolutely, please do.
We would love to say hi. And if you want, you can play in our Mythic Championship fantasy drafts.
Yes.
We've got a draft of players and a draft of cards, and there's links to those in the show notes of this episode and below the YouTube video.
Try and win, or try just to beat Paul.
Yeah, if you can come in first in either of our pools, and we're not counting anybody on coverage, they don't get to play.
No.
You will receive a glorious prize package.
Yeah.
So come and play with us. It'll be super fun. Run by thousandleagues.com.
Well, everyone, that has been this week's news.
Yeah, there you go. Go out there and have fun. Check out our full-length show, Good Luck High Five, anywhere fine podcasts are sold or given away for absolutely free, or support our show on patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
Good luck,